You know, would you, if a couple $1,000s can feed, your family of 7 for the next 2 years, would you be willing to part with one of your children so that the other 7 don't starve? It's so effed up, and as an American, you'd say absolutely not, but put yourself in that position when you have 7, 8 total starving children, and one of them can go work and save the others. I don't know, it's a tough thing. So there's no simple answer for how are all these children being abducted or acquired in the first place. But your main question is, how do you get that many children out of a country, right? You don't just randomly, you might randomly get 1, 2, maybe 100, maybe 500 a year, 1,000 a year out of a country if you have all the smuggling routes and you know the traffickers and you know the ins and outs. I mean, these are human bodies. They talk. They're big. It's not like it's
Right.
it's like some drugs where you can conceal them inside of a tire and put it on a car and drive it across the border. These are humans. These are living, breathing things that need care and can't be stuck in a box for 4 days at a time. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's just like
Right.
they need some type of accommodation. So it's, how do you get 190,000 children out of a country? And the only logical conclusion is you would have to have compromised government officials on every level, all the way from the upper echelons, from the president of the country, or at the very least, the heads of the military, the National Guard, the Border Patrol. You would have to have corrupt officials and cartel members and install people in every rung along the way, all the way to the absolute bottom. That's the only way. Or you have built the most elaborate tunnel system under Guatemala where somehow you're magically getting these children to like a hole in the middle of a jungle. And then this hole leads to some tunnel system, and you're able to get them under the border where nobody's even looking and there's nobody coming for them. That's the only way I could logically conclude that you could move 190,000 children out of a country without proper documentation.